The biggest nuclear explosion in history, the Tsar Bomba. On October 30, 1961, the sky lit up brighter than the sun. A mushroom cloud soared 7 times higher than Mount Everest. The ground trembled. Windows shattered. Over 900 kilometers away. This was Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear explosion in human history. Tsar Bomba, also known as the King of Bombs, was a Soviet hydrogen bomb tested during the height of the Cold War. It unleashed an estimated 50 megatons of TNT. That's over 3,000 times the destructive power of the Hiroshima bomb. Originally designed to reach 100 megatons, it was scaled down to just 50 to reduce nuclear fallout. Even then, it was a weapon of unimaginable power. The test site was Novaya Zemlya, a remote and frozen archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. The bomb was so massive, weighing over 27 tons, it required a specially modified bomber to carry it. It was dropped with a parachute to give the crew a chance to escape the blast radius. Even then, they barely made it. At approximately 11:32 a.m., Tsar Bomba detonated 4 kilometers above the ground. The fireball stretched 8 kilometers wide. The flash was visible more than 1,000 kilometers away. The shockwave circled the Earth, not once but 3 times. Buildings crumbled hundreds of kilometers from ground zero, and the heat could have caused third-degree burns from over 100 kilometers away. Tsar Bomba was a 3-stage thermonuclear bomb. It used a fission reaction to trigger fusion, which in turn triggered even more fission. But here's the terrifying part. The 3rd stage was wrapped in lead instead of uranium. Had they used uranium, the yield could have doubled to 100 megatons. They chose to go easy. Tsar Bomba wasn't built for the battlefield. It was never meant to be deployed. It was a message, a terrifying flex of power from the Soviet Union to the rest of the world. During the height of the Cold War, the US and USSR were trapped in a race to build the ultimate weapon, and Tsar Bomba was the Soviet Union's way of saying, "We can end the world if we choose." No lives were lost in the test itself, but the message was loud and clear. This was the edge of what humanity could unleash. The sheer scale of Tsar Bomba helped wake the world up. And just 2 years later, in 1963, the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty was signed. It marked a turning point in the nuclear arms race. Tsar Bomba remains the most powerful man-made explosion ever recorded. A weapon so dangerous, it terrified even its own creators. It wasn't a symbol of triumph, but of the horrifying risks we take when science serves destruction. Let's hope it never needs a sequel. If you found this fascinating, hit like, subscribe to How a Stick, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe nuclear weapons are still humanity's greatest threat? Thanks for watching. Stay curious.